All right, so everyone's been talking about this Carabao Cup semifinal, Tottenham versus Liverpool, first leg. It's, well, especially after that Premier League match a few weeks ago. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, 6-3, Liverpool.
Wild. So we're expecting fireworks in the semifinal, right? We've got a ton of match reports and expert reactions. You know what that means. Time for a deep dive.
Let's do it.
Did Tottenham pull off a surprise win? What about that controversial goal? Was it the ref's fault? And that injury early in the match? So many questions. Let's unpack it all.
Well, first off, it's a two-legged tie. So that 1-0 win for Tottenham, it's big, but it's not over yet.
Wait, hold on. Tottenham won 1-0. I thought Liverpool was supposed to win this one.
Yeah, on paper. But Tottenham, they had this energy, like they had something to prove. And their new goalkeeper, Antonin Kinski.
Wow. He was a last-minute signing, wasn't he? What makes him so special?
Well, they got him from Slavia Prague, cost them a cool $12.5 million. And over there, he had an incredible record. 12 clean sheets in 19 league appearances. And in this match, his debut. Unbelievable.
I heard his family was there too. His dad, another goalkeeper. Can you imagine?
Oh, absolutely. Talk about a moment, right? But there was also that scary moment. Early on, Tottenham's midfielder, Rodrigo Bentancur, head injury, stretchered right off the field. It shook both teams up, really.
Scary stuff, yeah. They stopped the match for ages. Any news on how he's doing?
Thankfully, he's all right. He posted on social media,
Yeah.
Said he was all good. So everyone breathed a sigh of relief.
That's great to hear. But speaking of relief, I got to ask about that VAR decision. Second half, total chaos.
You're talking about Solanke.
Yeah, Dominic Solanke, former Liverpool player, by the way, puts the ball in the net, looks like a goal, and then...
VAR steps in.
And get this, for the first time ever in English football, the referee announced the VAR decision over the loudspeaker for the entire stadium to hear.
Wild, right?
Totally.
So, yeah, they disallowed the goal.
Yeah.
Offside. It was close, though. Really close. You could see both sides of the argument, to be honest.
I can imagine.
This whole loudspeaker thing, though, I don't know. Makes things more transparent, sure. But does it disrupt the game too much?
Good point. Well, let's talk about the goal that did count then. Tottenham's winner, scored by, who was it again?
Lucas Bergvall, 18 years old. First goal for the club.
Wow. Storybook stuff.
You'd think so, yeah. Except, well, the Liverpool players were fuming. They thought Bergvall should have been sent off minutes before scoring.
Oh, what happened? Did the refs kiss a red card or something?
Bergvall already had a yellow, right. Then he goes in for this hard tackle on Tsimikas, Liverpool's player. Could have easily been a second yellow, which means red card, out of the game. But the ref kept it at 1.
So Liverpool felt like he shouldn't have even been on the pitch to score, right?
Yeah, that's their argument. And the thing is, the tackle happened when Tsimikas was getting treatment off the field. So when play restarted, Tsimikas wasn't back yet. And boom, almost immediately, Bergvall scores. Uncontested drop ball, Liverpool down a man. Basically.
Wow, okay.
Yep.
Lot to unpack there. So was the ref being too nice to Bergvall? Or was it a fair call, given the situation?
It's tough, honestly. Some people are saying it was a clear red missed by the ref. Others say, well, the context of the challenge, maybe it wasn't that bad.
I see. But hey, controversial or not, it was a historic goal for Bergvall. Youngest Tottenham goal scorer in the League Cup since Gareth Bale in 2007.
That's right. This match had everything, didn't it? Surprise Tottenham victory. Amazing debut from their new keeper. A scary injury. A historic VAR moment. And a goal to win it all. Controversial as it was. What a roller coaster.
We've covered a lot, but there's still so much more to talk about. How did Tottenham manage to shut down Liverpool's attack? What did they change tactically? And what does it mean for them going forward? All that and more in part 2 of our deep dive. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. Diving deeper into that Tottenham-Liverpool clash.
Yeah, we were talking about Tottenham's defense. How'd they keep Liverpool so quiet? I mean, Liverpool, they're known for scoring goals, lots of them.
Right. It's really interesting how they did it. I think a lot of it comes down to Postecoglou, Tottenham's manager. The way he's got them playing, very disciplined tactically. They used this high press that just messed up Liverpool's whole game.
High press. Okay, for those of us who, aren't exactly football experts.
Yeah, sure.
What does that actually look like on the pitch?
Imagine this. Liverpool gets the ball, right? And immediately, boom, Tottenham players are all over them. No time to breathe, forcing bad passes, mistakes. Guys like Hojberg and Skimp, They were everywhere, closing down space, didn't let Liverpool's midfielders get comfortable, not for a second.
Ah, so they were proactive, like setting the pace from the start.
Exactly. And, Liverpool was missing some key players in midfield, injuries, rotation, whatever. That disruption really threw them off.
Okay, so it wasn't just running around like crazy, right? There was a plan behind it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Postcoglou's system, it relies on quick transitions, everyone moving together like a machine. You saw it with Tottenham's fullbacks, pushing high up the field to attack. But the center backs, they stayed compact, ready for anything Liverpool threw back at them.
So kind of risky then, leaving themselves open at the back.
Well, yeah, you could say that. But they were confident they could win the ball back quickly. That's Postecoglou's whole thing, high risk, high reward. And in this match, it worked.
But what about Bentancur's injury early on? That must have thrown a wrench in the plan.
It did, definitely. Bentancur, he's so crucial for them in midfield. Defensively, and the way he distributes the ball. Once he went off, Tottenham struggled to control the game like they were before.
Right, I remember reading about that. Young guys like Bergvall and Spence had to step up.
They did, yeah. And listen, they showed flashes,
Yeah.
They have potential. But you could tell they were missing Bentancur's experience, his calmness.
Makes Tottenham's win even more impressive then,
Yeah.
overcoming that hurdle.
No doubt. Speaking of overcoming hurdles, let's talk about Liverpool. Not their best performance, but let's not forget, it's just the first leg.
Right, still all to play for. But they did seem off, yeah. What do you think was going on?
Well, that high press from Tottenham, definitely a factor. But also, Liverpool just wasn't sharp in the final third. The star players, Salah, Gakpo, Jota, they didn't create those clear chances we're used to seeing from them.
Some people were saying Tottenham's backline had a lot to do with that.
Romero and Dyer, yeah.
Organized, disciplined, some big interceptions.
They were a wall, especially Romero. I mean, he was everywhere, reading the game perfectly.
Funny thing is, statistically, Liverpool had more possession, more shots on goal.
True, but most of those were long shots or under pressure. They just weren't clinical. They didn't have that precision we expect from them.
And then there's Kinski, can't forget him. Incredible performance in goal, kept Liverpool out.
Absolutely phenomenal. So agile, those reflexes and the way he commanded his area. Impressive stuff. Looks like Tottenham found themselves a real gem.
I read he was a last-minute signing, too, like right before the window closed.
Crazy, right. To come in and have that kind of impact right away.
It really is.
Shows you his talent, how quickly he adapted.
Yeah.
Tottenham's scouting team, they know what they're doing.
All right, let's switch gears a bit. The managers, Postecoglu and Slot, how'd they approach this match, tactically?
It was like night and day, their styles. Postecoglu, like we talked about, loves that high press, attacking football. But Slot, he's more pragmatic. Defense first, wait for the counterattack.
And you saw that on the pitch, right?
Yeah.
Tottenham pushing forward, Liverpool absorbing the pressure.
Exactly. And that's what I love about football.
Yeah.
There's no one right way to play. It's about finding the right balance. What works for your team against that specific opponent?
And for Tottenham, that boldness, it paid off.
It did.
But Liverpool, they're known for coming back.
Don't count them out yet.
True. Second leg at Anfield, whole different story.
Anfield, under the lights, that crowd.
Intense.
Can Tottenham handle it? That's the question. Can they stay calm, stick to the plan?
And can Liverpool find a way to break Tottenham down?
This tie, it's wide open.
Anything can happen.
And that's the beauty of it, right? You never know. The unpredictability, the drama, the passion.
This is hooked.
But before we move on, I want to talk about something we often miss.
What's that?
The human side of it all. We talk tactics, stats, but these are real people out there.
Right, with their own hopes, fears.
Something about Kinski, this young guy. Making his debut in a huge match like this, the pressure must have been immense.
And then to play like that, incredible.
Exactly, those saves, helping his team win, shows you his talent, his mental strength.
And Bergvall, his first goal, so dramatic.
A moment he'll never forget.
That's what makes football special, right? Those
Yeah.
stories, the ups and downs, the pursuit of something great.
It's a reminder that sport, it's about human effort, pushing limits, achieving amazing things.
And that's what we try to capture in these deep dives.
More than just the numbers. Taking you behind the scenes, showing you the subtleties.
Help you understand the game better.
Appreciate it on a different level.
All right, so that's part 2 of our deep dive. This Tottenham-Liverpool semifinal, it's far from over.
The second leg at Anfield. Can't wait.
More drama, more twists, for sure.
We'll be back soon to break it all down for you.
Until then, enjoy the game. All right, final part of our deep dive. This Carabao Cup semifinal. Wow.
We've covered a lot, haven't we? Tactics, performances, the whole psychological battle.
Tottenham, 1-0 over Liverpool, but there's more to it.
Absolutely, so much more.
What stood out to you? Anything in particular?
Well, Tottenham's resilience,
Yeah.
First that big loss to Liverpool in the Premier League, then Ben Tanker's injury.
Yeah, tough to come back from that.
And you know what? Postecoglou, he actually praised his younger players after the match.
Really? What do you say?
Something about them becoming real players now,
Yeah.
Like they're maturing.
And it's got to be encouraging for Tottenham fans, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it
Yeah.
shows Postecoglou's system is working, the team's buying in, and it's paying off.
Oh, and don't forget, Solanke going up against his old team, Liverpool.
Ah, yeah, the prodigal son returns.
What if his goal had counted, though?
That's the thing, isn't it? Football's full of what-ifs. If that goal stands, who knows what happens?
The smallest things can change everything. Crazy.
Speaking of small things changing everything, that VAR moment, wow.
I know, right? The ref announcing the decision on the loudspeaker. Like something out of a movie.
Definitely a big change.
Some say it's good, transparency and all that, but others think it disrupts the flow of the game even more.
Yeah, who knows what the long-term impact will be.
It's a whole new layer of complexity. But back to the match itself. What impressed you about Tottenham?
Their defense, honestly.
Yeah.
The way they shut down Liverpool's attack, it was something else.
Right, Liverpool, they love to attack, quick passes, the drill.
A whirlwind.
But Tottenham, they just stopped them in their tracks.
Disrupted everything. Textbook defensive organization didn't give Liverpool's stars any room to breathe.
Romero and Dyer were fantastic.
Rock solid, yeah. Anticipated every move. Crucial interceptions.
And Kinski, wow, what a performance.
He was unbelievable. A wall. Debut to remember, that's for sure.
But let's be real, Liverpool wasn't at full strength.
True. They'll be hoping to have everyone back for the second leg.
Well, that second leg at Anfield, totally different atmosphere.
Under the lights, that crowd, something else.
Electric.
Can Tottenham keep their cool? Can they play with the same discipline?
And what about Liverpool? Can they break Tottenham down this time?
So many questions. We'll have to wait and see.
The tie's wide open. Anything can happen.
The beauty of it, right?
Keeps us on the edge of our seats.
But before we wrap up, there's one more thing.
Oh. What's that?
It's easy to get lost in the tactics, the formations, But we got to remember, these are real people playing this game.
Right, with their own stories, their own journeys.
Think about it, Kinski. Making his debut in a match like this, the nerves, the pressure must have been overwhelming.
And then to play like that, unbelievable.
Shows you what he's made of, his talent, his character.
And Bergvall, that first goal, such a big moment.
A moment he'll cherish forever.
These are the things that make football so special. The triumphs, the heartbreaks, the pursuit of greatness.
It's a reminder that sport, it's about pushing limits, exceeding expectations.
Achieving the impossible sometimes.
And in these deep dives, that's what we try to capture, right? And more than just the scoreline, we want to show you the human side of it all.
The emotions, the stories behind the game.
So you can understand it better, appreciate it more deeply.
Well said. So there you have it, folks. Our deep dive into this Carabao Cup semifinal. It's not over yet, though, is it?
The second leg at Anfield. We'll see what happens.
More drama, more excitement, guaranteed.
We'll be back soon with more deep dives, exploring the world of sports.
Until then, thanks for listening.